Hey, what's up everybody? My name's UQH Roy Munson, and I'm here to create a beginner's guide to Stardew Valley series. Been playing this game for about a week, and I've logged just over 40 hours. I've been loving the game so far. Concerned Ape, who made it, he did an awesome job. So if you're here to learn some tips and tricks about Stardew Valley, then continue on. I'll be making a whole series. Also, we're going to try and see just how much money we can possibly make in 1 year and implement some strategies there. So without further ado, let's start. Alright, so name, Munson, farm name, UQH farm, favorite thing, being cool. Choose a dog, and our eye color, let's go with purple. Purple is my favorite color. Alright, that'll do. Change our hair. Looks about right. And we'll go with black for hair color. Pants color, we'll go with black too. Alright, let's see. Shirt wise, it's gotta be something good in here. Ooh. Yeah, let's go with purple. Alright, we're gonna skip the intro. So basically, my goals for this tutorial are to show you the basics of this game, and also to, like I said, see how much money we could possibly make in the first year. I've heard from a lot of people that it's kind of hard to make money in this game, but I've found that it's actually pretty easy. You just have to know how to do it, so that's why I'm here. Alright, so just to start out, I'm going to open up the menu here and show you some of the important UI things that you're going to be using. So, over here, it has what day of the week it is and the date of the season or the month. There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And there's different crops that we'll be growing and different activities that we'll be doing in each one of those seasons. Over here just shows you how close you are to day and night time, and then right here will show you what time it is in-game. The in-game time starts at 6 o'clock in the morning when you wake up, and it goes until you go to sleep at night. You never want to be out past 2 o'clock, because if you're out past 2 o'clock, you're going to be exhausted, and then you won't get as much energy the next day, which is key. So right here we've got gold. That's the currency for the game. Start out with 500, and then right here we've got a quest log right under it. Down here we've got our energy bar. So you start out with 270 energy, and the entire game focuses around this energy bar. Every action that you do, whether it's planting something, chopping down a tree, mining ore, whatever, all uses energy. And so the goal is to maximize the energy that you can use every day, and also use that to your advantage for the amount of hours that you have possible in a day, and to make money off of that. So over here we're going to jump over, and we've got our axe, and so the axe is used for chopping down wood. You can chop down trees with it, stumps, logs, whatever. The hoe lets you till and kind of chop up holes in the dirt so that you can throw your seeds in and plant them. The watering can's used to water your crops. The pickaxe, you can break rocks, and break stones, and then the scythe lets you collect hay and cut grass and that type of stuff. We've got crafting here. You can make different things. We'll get a little bit more into that later on. Social talks about kind of all the people in town and what your standing with them might be. And then skills. So we've got a farming skill, mining skill, foraging, fishing, and combat, which are all the aspects of the game. You've got a map here. Right here's our farm, towns over here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. Okay, so first thing, we're going to go into options, and we're going to use this always show tool hit location. This is important just because sometimes you'll be facing a direction and you'll use one of your tools, but it'll hit in a complete opposite direction, which is dumb. So this provides a little red square that indicates where exactly you're going to be hitting with the tool that you're using, which will help you conserve your energy and have the least amount of misclicks possible. So Alright, enough of that. Let's jump right into the game. So, we pick up some parsnip seeds. Basically, we skip the introduction, and what happens is your grandpa dies, he leaves you a farm, and so now you're moving to the country to take over the farm for him. Alright, so we're going to use our scythe and clear out some of this grass to start out, give us a little bit of space. And we are able to pick up some seeds and other stuff from this grass, which is important because then we can plant them. Let's get that. Okay. Basically what we're going to do, our goals for the first day are to clear out an area. We're going to plant our parsnips, which we just got from Mayor Lewis. He left us a package there, which was so nice of him. Alright, and we are going to chop down this tree next. So I'm going to basically keep it in this top side of the farm to start out with, and we'll slowly spread to the left as we go. So I got to clear out some space. As you can tell, nobody's been here for a while. Okay. Poor grandpa, rip. Okay, and now we're going to till some soil. Create space for our parsnips. Okay, so we'll go 5 across. Here's that red hitbox I was talking about. So 5 down, 3 across will give us what we need for our parsnips, but we're also going to pick up some seeds like we did, the mixed seeds, which are just random for whatever season you're in. Alright, so let's put these guys down here first. See, they're 2 different ones even though they were mixed. Alright, we'll throw down our parsnips, and then I'm also going to, we'll mine these out. Notice how as I'm using each one of these actions, my energy bar's going down. We've barely done anything and it's already down to 176. So you need to be careful with however many actions you use each day and be able to maximize that energy bar efficiently. Okay. Another thing, we're going to be going into town in a little bit, and we're going to be buying potatoes, which are critical. Potatoes are the second highest amount that you can get off of a crop in the spring. The number 1 amount that you can get is off of strawberries, which we'll be getting on the 13th, but up until then we'll be planting straight potatoes to try and get the most amount of money for the 13th to buy more strawberry seeds at a festival that the town has. Alright, so the second thing that we are going to try and do is our second goal with today is to be able to get as much wood as possible. We want to build a chest which costs 50 wood so that we can store our stuff in it. And then over the next couple days we're going to be trying to collect 300 wood on top of the chest. And I'll show you why here in a little bit. So the most efficient way, I'm just clearing some of that out, but the most efficient way to gather wood is from trees. You get the most wood per swing of the axe, which helps you maximize your energy efficiency. Alright. Okay, so there goes that. And we have our 50 wood. So we'll come up here, go into the menu, and then under crafting, we can see that we can make a chest for 50 wood. So we'll make that. Throw that down. Right there, and then we'll dump all of our stuff that we're not going to need in there. Then now I'm going to show you kind of what a typical day's like. So after I take care of the farm, I head out here and I go on a foraging path. So you can forage different plants and fruits and stuff that for each season that just grow randomly around. So we got some daffodils and some dandelions there. And those will come into play a little bit later once we unlock the community center. And then I'll walk into town. Over here we've got Pierre's, which is the shop where you buy stuff, and outside is this board. So this has everybody's birthday in the town, and you can give them presents and stuff to increase your reputation with them, and they can give you presents and stuff. I haven't done too much with that in the game, and I haven't found it necessary to make a lot of money. So I don't worry about that. Probably in about the second year I'll start worrying about giving them presents and that type of stuff. But you can do quests, which I'll talk about next. But it shows we have the Egg Festival on the 13th. That's where we're going to get our strawberry seeds, which are the highest profit crop in spring. So that's going to be very important. Also over here there's a help wanted sign. So quests will pop up here. Excuse me. Quests will pop up here every day, and people will ask you to bring them stuff, and when you do, they'll give you money. Okay, Martin, get out of the way. Never had that happen before. Are you kidding me? There we go. Jeez. Alright, so we'll talk to her, we'll talk to Abigail as well, because we got a quest at the beginning. Getting started, we'll have to cultivate and harvest our parsnips, which we already planted them. And then we also have to talk to people in the town. This doesn't give us any kind of reward, so we just do it to get out of the way, but it's not necessary. Okay, talk to Pierre, and we're gonna buy potatoes, like I said. We're able to get 10 right off the bat. Cool. Talk to Lay, we'll talk to Caroline. Alright, so we knocked out a good, decent chunk of people out of the 28. Okay, next, after I check the board, I always come down and head down to the beach. The beach is super important. Oh, nice. Got a daffodil. So this is the way to the beach. And the beach is important because you are able to collect stuff and sell it at your farm, which makes you money. So there's always like an assortment of shells and stuff. Also, if you see these worms popping up, you can use your hoe. And we got a book. So we found the lost book. The library's collection has now expanded. This is important because the library doesn't have anything in it pretty much, and so you'll collect books and artifacts and stuff throughout the game, and when you turn them in to Gunther, who's the librarian, he will give you rewards for turning in a certain amount of stuff, which is pretty cool. Alright, and we'll talk to Elliot. He's a hippie, lives down on the beach. Alright, so right here's the bridge. It takes 300 pieces of wood to create the bridge and get over there. As you can see over here, there's worms, there's shells, there's coral, there's sea urchins and everything. These sell for a ton of money. It's probably about 150 to 250 depending on what kind they are and what rarity they are. But that gives you a ton of cash, especially early game. So our goal is to fix that bridge as soon as possible so we can get over there. We didn't have too great of a haul on the beach today. Usually it's, you'll pick up 2 or 3 shells and then go over and pick up the coral and stuff. Alright, so continuing on to keep foraging, we're going to head up here and continue on my path, looking for different crops and stuff. Got a nice cold Mountain Dew all ready for creating this series. Speaking of the series, guys, if you guys have any comments or suggestions for me, I'm definitely open to that. I'm new to YouTube, just trying to entertain you guys and see what you think. Alright, so down here we'll pick up some spring onions. These will keep growing back throughout the spring, but as far as I know, that's the only season that grows something in those patches. So these will give us quite a bit of money for foraging these every day and then selling them. They grow back sometimes every day, but usually every couple days. So if you don't check them every day, that's fine. Just make sure to come back every couple days to make sure and check them out. And we're continuing a loop up here to try and be able to get back to our farm from the bottom side. I'll show you where the entrance is to our farm from the other side of town. We're almost out of energy for today. We might be able to get one more tree, but we do have to plant our potatoes, so I don't think that'll be possible today. Alright, got a couple more dandelions. And here's the bottom entrance to our farm. Another thing to note that I forgot to mention is that using the scythe doesn't take up any of your energy, which is awesome because after you're all out of energy for the day, you can always go collect seeds and fiber by chopping down some of this type of stuff. Some of the grasses and hay and that type of stuff. Alright. So we made our way back up, and now we're going to want to lay down our potatoes. And we got to water them. Put our watering can up in here. And we'll save one of each of those and then get rid of the rest we can sell. So when you want to sell something, just throw it in this box right here. And then at the end of the day, it'll tally up how much you sold and give you the money the next day. Okay, so also another tip, while you're standing, if you stand in the middle of like a 9-section block like that, you can water all of them from one position, all 9 of them, which is really handy because it ends up saving you some time. Okay, we got that watered and we're at about 20. We could pick up a couple of spare pieces of just random crap wood on the ground, these little teeny logs and stuff, but we don't have enough to chop down the whole tree. One, two, three. Alright, starting to feel exhausted. Don't want to exert myself. I'll switch. Here's something that's very important is whenever I'm running around, I'll always equip my scythe or my sword or something like that that doesn't take... Ooh, nice, we got a leak. That doesn't take any energy when you use it. Because if you are low and you accidentally use one of your abilities, you can exhaust yourself and then you have to go to the hospital, and that's not good. Alright, so we're at 10. We really don't want to... Oh, nice. So we can take that to Gunther. Okay, talking to a couple more people. But anyways, if you have your scythe equipped, it doesn't matter if you misclick. And I will definitely talk to Sebastian. He is hard to get. He just stays in his room and plays computer all day, so it's rare that he's out here. That'll be nice. Alright, talk to Robin. Cool. Let's continue our foraging path. This will wind back around, back into town. And right here we will pass the community center. We can't use the community center yet, but this will be super key to our success later on. Here in a couple days, I think it's on the 6th or so, we'll learn about the community center. But up until then, we'll just keep this foraging routine up and see if we can get anything else. Alright, so it's 7:50. Most of the shops in town only stay open until 6. That's something to note. You'll have to come back later if not. And later, like the next day or whatever, because they won't be able to service you. Okay. We will keep one of those, sell the rest, and we will keep our prehistoric thing as well. Oh, nice. We got some more mixed seeds, and I've got 10 energy. I think I've got enough to water it. Should be alright. Yep. Okay, now let's sell these. Throw our wood in here. Remember, we're trying to get up to 300 as soon as possible. So I'll use the rest of the time that we have to try and gather some of this fiber, which we'll use to build some things, and also try and collect some more seeds. Alright, it's 9:30. Like I mentioned, you want to make sure you're in by 2 o'clock. If you're not, you won't be able to get your full energy, and that's gonna definitely take a toll on your next day, especially if you have something important to do that day. Alright, nice. I got one more seed. Gonna throw that down. I will water it. And we don't have any more energy, so I'm gonna throw my fiber in here, and you know what? I'll fill up my watering can. Perfect. We'll come in here, and we gotta watch the TV before we go to bed. So, the TV is very important because you can check the weather every day, and it'll tell you what the forecast is going to be for tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be clear and sunny all day, which was exactly like it was today. But if it rains the next day, you don't have to water the crops, which is very nice because then you have a ton of extra energy to use on whatever. So this just kind of helps you plan out your next day. And it'll come into play a little bit later when you have to upgrade tools and do some other things. You can also check the fortune teller. It tells you what the luck's going to be like tomorrow. So it says the spirits are neutral today. The day's in your hands. Sometimes you'll have good luck. Sometimes you'll have bad luck. I think it just affects the RNG. I'm not exactly how it works, but it doesn't make that big of a difference, honestly. And then living off the land talks about wood and foraging. Alright. So we're going to head to bed. Alright, so we got level 1 foraging, +1 axe proficiency, trees will sometimes drop seeds now, which is nice. And we've got, we can now make wild seeds, and we can make field snacks too, which restore your energy, and that's nice. Then this gives us a rundown of what we made today. So 471, you can click on this and see exactly what you sold and what they sold for. Alright, 471 bucks, not too bad. Okay, so wake up at 6, let's check the weather, see what tomorrow's going to be like. It's going to rain all day, that's awesome. That means that we'll be able to chop the wood necessary to be able to probably get the bridge done by tomorrow, hopefully. Alright, hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. Should come down and see what I got. We gotta go visit Willie. He'll give us our fishing rod down there. Okay, we don't have any other mail. So let's water our crops. Go from there. We're also gonna try and buy some more potatoes today. We're gonna buy potatoes all the way up until the 6th, and so that we can save up for strawberries. Quest just show up right in there. Okay. Chop down some trees. We got quite a bit of energy we can spend on this today, which will be nice. We need to save a little bit for the potatoes, but other than that, we should be good. Okay. So it takes 10 chops with the regular base axe to kill the top part, and then 5, after that, to knock down the bottom. Should be able to get probably 3 more trees, I'd say, maybe 2. And that should give us about 100, I think, today. Yeah, we gotta save a little bit. I'll probably go buy potatoes next, and then come in and finish up chopping if I have any energy left over after that. Okay. Let's come drop off all of our stuff that we've got in our inventory. And we can drop off our watering can as well, and we'll go on our foraging route. I always like to dump the tools that I know I'm not going to use in my box, just so I have more inventory space. You only have the 12 spaces until you upgrade the backpack, which costs 2,000, but we'll wait until after we plant our strawberries to do that. Alright, check the board. Oh, there's a quest there today. No. There we go. So, 1 cave carrot. twice the market value. We don't have a cave carrot yet, and I don't see us getting it, so I'm just going to leave that there. You can find cave carrots up in the mines, but the mines aren't even open yet, so it doesn't matter. Alright, into the beach, just like yesterday. And we get a cutscene. I'm going to skip it. Talk to Willie, he gives you the bamboo rod. So you can go fishing. Fishing is pretty much a waste of time, honestly, until you get to winter when there's not too much to do. Winter's kind of stagnant, and there is nothing on the beach today. Man, that's a bad luck. But anyways, once you get to that point, once you get to winter, fishing kind of picks up a little bit more, but up until then, you don't really need it. I'd stay away from it if your goal is to make as much money as possible. Alright, so you can rummage through people's garbage cans. Oh, that was bad. She came out right when I was doing that. You can rummage through there and actually find some pretty good stuff sometimes, but if someone sees you do it, then you kind of go down in reputation with them. And, yeah, that wasn't the greatest, but she walked out. What you gonna do? I don't care. Alright, we're gonna come down and see if there's any more onions down here. It's possible that there are. Looks like... Nope. Nice, there's a horseradish though, so we'll pick that up. Definitely need horseradishes. Basically, at the community center, I'll explain it a little bit more in detail, but you're going to want to save one of each item that you forage per season for the community center, and you can turn them into bundles. And with those bundles, it gives you rewards. So we get seeds and that type of stuff, but also it unlocks different things for you, and I'll show you that one once we get to that point. Man, there's not too much to be foraged today. It's looking pretty sparse. Oh well. I mean, we've got a little bit of stuff. We just won't need money. Oh, I forgot to buy potatoes. We'll have to go back into town, which won't be a problem because we got plenty of time on our hands. Okay. I will probably just take the top route, see if there's anything up that way, and head into town through that way. Yeah, so make sure you guys to give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about the videos. Let me know if you like the information. Let me know about sound quality, video quality, any of those things. Let me know what you want to see so I can make you guys some videos, content that you actually want to see. And yeah, definitely feedback's wanted. You can leave comments below. Anything will help. I'll be really responsive to the feedback for these videos. Okay, so we'll head up here. Talk to Linus, the hobo. His tent's up there. Alright, carpenter shop. That'll come into play later as well. Nice. Got a daffodil. I believe that the seed shop closes at 4 o'clock, so we want to make sure we're down there by then, but that's not going to be a problem because it's just right here. Nice, another daffodil. That'll give us some cash since we kind of got screwed at the beach today. Alright, talk to Mayor Lewis. Go. Alright, we're going to buy as many as possible. I was hoping to get a little bit more money. Yeah, we didn't quite get 10, but that's alright. It's not a big deal in the long run. We'll go plant these, chop down some more trees, and then that's pretty much it for today. Not too much in the first couple days, if you actually know what you're doing. So time, you have lots of time, but your energy bar is really what limits you. And that's part of the game, is being able to control that and maximize it to the best of your abilities. we got our horseradish, nice. So we will keep those, we're gonna sell them, and we need our water too, perfect. Throw those in there, and hopefully we have enough water to finish this without having to fill up our pail. Cool. Fill that up for tomorrow, and then let's go chop down some trees. Be careful if you're chopping down trees next to the ponds, because the wood will fall into the pond, and you won't be able to get it. And that always sucks. Let's see. Alright, so I got 10. I'm gonna quit my scythe. That was really close. But I definitely maximized my energy for today. Alright, so I'm at 110, need 200. I should be able to get 200 wood tomorrow, no problem. Ooh, I can actually make an energy bar. Let's take... Come up to crafting. Nice. Okay. So I made the field snack. That'll give me 45 more energy. I'm going to eat that because I've got some time left over. That'll give me enough to hopefully take down one more tree. Awesome. $19 energy to spare. I might be able to chop down this stump actually. Let's see. Yep, perfect. Alright, feeling exhausted. It's only 5:40, but we've done just about everything that we could possibly do today. You know what? We can make one. Let's make one more. I usually don't get this many pine cones. That's been pretty lucky, so I am going to make one more field snack and just try and maximize our energy for sure. Get a couple, probably 1.5 more trees, maybe some of these logs. Now, tomorrow we're definitely going to be able to get the bridge done, which will be good because that'll give us a ton more income. Alright. I could still get probably 4 or 5 more. Oh, whiff. That was bad. Alright. I'm gonna call that for today. We've got our plants watered, and it is gonna rain tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about watering plants. Put our pole in there. We're not gonna use it, honestly. And do we have anything else we need to sell? Nope, looks like that's it. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night, even though it's 6:50. Check the news, weather report. Rain all day tomorrow. We already did that. Fortune teller. Spirits are mildly perturbed today. Alright, so we're gonna hit sack. Looks like we made 100 gold, and that's it for the first 2 days. Like I was saying, I'm probably gonna do 2-day game time episodes, so it'll be about a half hour for each episode. And if you guys like this video or found it helpful, please feel free to like it, and also if you want to see more videos like this, then please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Give me feedback, guys. I'm definitely looking forward to that, and thanks a bunch for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next episode.